You can hear me. I am your host that sometimes does the most. It is your boy Rod. I've been away for a little while, but please, man, people been saying, "Hey, welcome back. Good to see you back." I never left. I just was behind the scenes because I'm ready to come out with that fire, man. And in case this is your first time here on this channel, we talk about credit. We talk about credit cards. We talk about points, miles, cash back, personal finance, and how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. If there's something you're interested in, do your boy a favor. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Please hit that bell notification. Select all so you don't miss out on future videos. And hit that like button, baby. Smash it, blow it, kiss it. I don't care what you do to it. Just make sure you like the video. Hit that thumbs up so it get pushed out. There are people out there that could be looking for information like this. And one of the things I heard when I said this is the video that I was going to do for the live tonight, it was like, whoa, you haven't done one of those in a while. Well, I haven't made a lot of changes to my wallet in a while. And I said, well, I think it's time whether I've done changes or not. And I look back and I said, it's been a couple months. Yeah, let me do what's in my wallet. And with all that being said, you know what time it is. Let's roll, baby. Let's get down to business. I am running a smaller lineup. I've ran an 11 card setup. I've ran a 9 card setup, an 8 card setup. Well, I am actually running a 6 card setup. And when I do these videos, I don't just say, hey, I have this in my wallet. I tell you exactly what I'm doing with them. And I have a strategy each month. Does it change from month to month? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But the first card in the wallet is a card that I haven't spoke about a lot, haven't talked about a lot, did 1 or 2 videos on it, and that is my US Bank. Hopefully y'all can see this, man. I'm operating with one hand, broke my wrist, we won't get into that. But with that card, with the US Bank Cash Plus card, let me talk to y'all for a minute. First of all, that card does not have an annual fee, meaning it does not cost anything to have this card, man. If you have the Cash Plus card, you can earn 5% cash back on 2 categories that you choose. There's about 12 different categories. You will choose the 2 that you think you're going to spend the most money. You'll just choose 2 and you're not going to go there. Like, I don't do a lot of online shopping, so I'm not going to choose online shopping. And then you get 1 category where you'll earn 2%. Well, common sense would tell you that I'm going to pick the 2 that I spend the most, or think will spend the most. And the other one, I have better situations for that. But I'm going to tell you how I'm set up. So right now, with that card, I am earning 5% cash back on my utilities, my water bill, my gas bill, and my electric bill. You live in Texas, it's going to be cold in the winter and hot in the summer. So I'm getting 5% on my gas bill because my heater obviously need electricity to turn the unit on, but you need the gas to pump the heat into the house. And my next 5%, I am using it on my internet and my cell phone. That's just 1 category. Internet, cell phone, streaming, subscriptions, that's 1 category. And the other 5% category is utilities. So, I mean, think about what they're trying to charge. No, they ain't trying to do nothing. Think about what they are charging us for cell phones, man. Think about what they're charging us for internet. Or if you don't, and cables included, man. You got cable, and I done learned from this streaming. I don't have cable, I got rid of it. But I done learned from this streaming, man, that you got, by the time you get Paramount Plus and BT Plus and PBT Plus and all these other pluses, you got cable. I was like, man, they slick out here. Anyway, and then my 2% category that I've chosen is grocery stores. But I'm not really using this card at grocery stores, but I have used it in the month of March in grocery stores, and I'll tell you why, which is going to be a great segue into my next card that's in the wallet, and that is my Chase Freedom Flex. It's kind of hard to see because I'm a long way from the camera. Chase Freedom Flex. It depends on what you're looking at. If you're looking at like I'm looking at it, it looks a little blurry. Let me know. I want to make sure y'all can see those cards that I am pulling out. And with the Freedom Flex, everybody know that's kind of become my favorite card. And reason being is I'm kind of getting away from the American Express train. Maybe a shocker to some people. I'm kind of moving over to the Chase train. And I'll do a whole separate live on that. I'm not getting into that. But with the Freedom Flex, you will earn 5% cash back in the first quarter of 2025 at grocery stores. And it was something else that I don't really use. And you'll also get 3% cash back on dining, 3% cash back at drugstores, and 1% cash back everywhere else. But they will put that currency in the form of Chase Ultimate Reward points. Keep in mind, 1 point equals 1 cent. Now, one thing with American Express, I have the platinum card, but I give 1.1% if I convert that to cash. If I didn't have a platinum, if I decide to get rid of it, now I'm getting 0.6 cent per point for cash with American Express. With Chase, I don't have to kind of calculate it 0.06 times. I don't have to do all that. 1.1 cent. So I've been using that card at grocery stores. That's the reason the Cash Plus card isn't getting a lot of action at the grocery stores, because I'm getting 2% there and 5% with the Flex. But here's why I'm using the Freedom Flex card. I do want to earn the points. I want to earn the points. So I want to get the Hyatt hotels. I want to get the Marriott hotels. I'm going to lose Hilton if I move away from American Express. But I haven't stayed at a Hilton since 2023, so I'm not missing anything. And I also want to have the option to either cash it back for cash, or I can transfer it to a different card. We're going to talk about that in a minute. That's in the wallet. And book it for trip, transfer to transfer partners, Southwest, United, or I can transfer it to the hotels, Hyatt, Marriott, several other hotels, several other airlines. So that's the first two cards. The next card in the wallet, and I got a new one, but I didn't activate it, and it still got that little sticker on it. I'm scared I'm gonna lose that little sticker if I take it out to do this live, and then I ain't gonna know what the card is, then I'll be in a mess. With Discover, this is the first boulder. In case you're talking about what's a boulder, what is he talking about? I ain't planting nothing, I ain't building no house, I ain't dropping no rocks. Matter of fact, I don't drop gems. I don't drop nuggets. Everybody else doing that. I drop boulders, baby. I'm gonna hit you upside the head with some pertinent information. I'm not gonna say, hey, I think it's supposed to be a 2% increase on interest rates. That's a nugget right there. Yeah, it is a nugget. It's kind of small. They've been doing that for the last 2 years. But if they talk about taking people that got over a 700 credit score and taking their auto loans and their mortgages down from these ridiculous rates that they have now down to the 2.99 to 3.9, 4.99 that we're used to, then I'll say, hey, I got some news. It's a boulder. That's a boulder. 2% and you're up at 14%. That ain't no boulder. That ain't even a nugget. That's a pebble, a piece of sand. And the next part of my wallet is my Discover It card. As you can see, it does have my initials on it. This is not the normal card you get. You will get one that say Discover. Boulder, here's the boulder. Anybody can get this. I just got my initials, but anybody. You don't have to have no certain amount of money. You don't have to have anything other than go to the discover.com and say you want a different card. You pick it, put your initials in there. They'll know your initials. They got your information. But I do have another one. I put a little dog on it that I'm thinking about getting. And that card right now is giving me 5% cash back at restaurants. So you didn't hear me talk about me using the Freedom Flex at restaurants. It's an option. What's my favorite word? Options, baby. I have the option to use that card, but I'm not gonna use it there because I'm getting 5% cash back with the Discover It. Now there is another card that we're gonna speak about in a minute where I'm getting points that I'm kind of splitting it up, even though it's a lower denomination. Next card in the wallet, boy, this card here is becoming a beast, man. Matter of fact, if they ever do another movie about the Beauty and the Beast, they just need to have the Beauty and then put this card up there with her. And that is a City Custom Cash card, baby. This card here, phenomenal. That's too much. I ain't got time to be spelling that. Uh, the ish, ISH. You decipher that. This card here will give you 5% cash back on any category that you choose to have that they have. It's like 10 or 12. And it's on, you don't have to worry about like with Chase, you got to go in here and activate it. With Discover, I got to activate it. With US Bank, I got to go in here and pick which categories. But with the custom cash, it's simple. I got gaffled in February though, man. I got gaffled. In case you don't know what that is, that's one of them OG terms. I got jacked, man. Man, hit that like button. I see 3 likes and 6 people. I ain't happy with neither one of them, but I'll take it. But anyway, back to the regular schedule program. Anyway, 5% cash back. And it's where you spend it the most. And some of the options are online shopping, transit, ride share like Uber and Lyft, gas stations, grocery stores. So, your boy, he already got the grocery store on lock with the Freedom Flex, 5%. He already got utilities on lock, 5% with the US Bank Cash Plus. Now, what's next? What do they consider big purchases? They consider gas, restaurants, and grocery stores. Well, they restaurants was hooked up with the RT Discover card, so I just got to get gas. So, common sense tell Rod, who's coming up with this strategy, which is really simple, I'm going to use the City Custom Cash at gas stations. Now, I'm 5% across the board with the big categories, your gas, your restaurants, your grocery, eating out, cooking at home. I'm covered 5%. I'm paying all these high over utilities. I ain't happy, but I ain't as mad because I'm getting 5% of that back. Next card in the wallet, man. And I'll tell you, gas. That's why I'm using that card. How did I get gaffled in February? Man, I didn't know. Boy, I didn't know that AT&T was on the list. So your boy decided to go to the gas station, and in the fourth quarter, with 2 minutes left in the game, in the last little bit, man, I had paid my cell phone bill, which was $170 in some kind of way. I don't even know how that happened. And that was one of the categories. So I got I had $170 spent with AT&T, and I think like $150 at gas stations, 120, something like that. So this little stupid AT&T purchase got the 5%, and the 150 or whatever got 1%. Man, because if it ain't the top category, you ain't getting 5%. You're only going to get 1%. Keep that in mind with that card. With this card here, the custom cash card, you can use it wherever. I like it. You only want one card, this is the card to have. If you just want one card for cash back, this is it. Just swipe it everywhere. Mine, I'm going to have to put this somewhere in a retirement home or something, because this card get wore. It's looking bad. It's looking old. Anyway, moving on. 2 more cards left. Now, I will tell you, I am running a trifecta. I only got 2 cards left. I haven't mentioned American Express here. Trifecta is when you're running 3 cards to maximize your earning potential with one company, with one institution, with one bank. Next card in the wallet. Man, I'm giving up a little bit if I decide to swerve away from American Express and linger over to Chase, and that is my Freedom Unlimited card, my Chase Freedom Unlimited card. Kevin Hart got commercials talking about he buying the whole team with one of these cards. I don't know about that now. And my limit ain't that high. I don't even know if I could buy, maybe I can get a couple of seats, maybe a rack of basketballs, but I can't buy the whole team. Anyway, with this card, it's just the same, reward structure as the Freedom Flex. 3% cash back for dining, 3% cash back at drugstores, but the difference with the Flex is only 1% cash back everywhere else. With the Freedom Unlimited, it's 1.5% cash back everywhere else. Not a lot. I had several American Express cards where I could get 2% cash back. I had several other cards, or I have. I have them. but 1.5%. And I'm gonna put that to the side because I'm gonna tell y'all a strategy with. I'm giving up 2%, but 1.5%. All right, the last card in the wallet, and this will complete the trifecta. We got the Chase Freedom Flex, we got the Chase Freedom Unlimited, and then we got the big dog. It ain't the biggest, but it's one of the big dogs with Chase, and that is my Chase Sapphire Preferred. Man, it's blurry. It's blurry here, clear here. I'm all over the place. But anyway, with this card is, I call this card the G in my lineup. I ain't gonna say the rest of the letters, but it's the G in my lineup because I need that card to take advantage of a huge part of my strategy. And with this card, you will get 5%, and you can get 5% cash back per dollar spent if you book airlines with these Freedom Flex and the Freedom Unlimiteds and all that, and even the Sapphire Preferred. But I always use points, or I'm using miles, or I'm using something, or I'm using the Chase portal. Now, 3% at dining, I have done it. Now, that's where I'm using this card though. Why? I want to show Chase activity on this card other than what I've been doing, which is transferring the points over and then to this card, then transferring my department. That was the only time I wasn't using this card. I want Chase to see that this card is in the game. It's getting some action. So with that card, restaurants or fast food, I haven't sat in a restaurant in a minute. I think the last time I was in Phoenix. But restaurants, fast food, 3%. I'm using it for that. That's it. But in order, Boulder alert. And I'm gonna get to these comments. Don't y'all leave. I'm gonna get that. See, we got Why Loves Motivated in here. We got Cruz Bolero. We got Angel Baby. And I can only see those comments. I know Devin's in here, channel members, and I'm gonna get to that. But going on with this Chase Freedom Flex, Boulder alert. Not a gem, not a nugget. It's a Boulder. Why do I have this Sapphire Preferred if you got two other cards, Rod, that do the exact same thing? I mean, you're getting 3% cash back at restaurants with the Sapphire Preferred with a $95 annual fee. We're going to talk about annual fees in a minute. And then you got the Freedom Unlimited, no annual fee, and the Freedom Flex, no annual fee, and you get the same 3% at restaurants. What are you doing? Well, if I only had the Freedom Unlimited and I had only had the Freedom Flex, or I had both of those, or just one of those, even though they'll say points, those points are typically, just really, realistically, only cash back. Now, you throw the Sapphire Preferred in the mix, you transfer your points from those two cards over to the Chase. Now, they could put them in one place, over to the Sapphire Preferred card. Then you take those points, and that's where you'll transfer them to your Southwest Airlines, your United Airlines, your Hyatt. And I've stayed at the Hyatt, man. Stayed at the Hyatt in Denver, walked in, and didn't have no card that said RT. Just used some points, gave them my Hyatt card to book the room, and got upgraded from a room. It was just a room, and it had no other platform. It was a king size bedroom, to a 1-bedroom suite, and no charge. Anyway, those are the 6 cards. But one thing I want to talk about, we got 10 real homies in the crib, and all I'm gonna say, I ain't gonna say I'm back. I'm not back. I've been back. I never left. But what I will say, you about to see a whole lot of me, man. You know, when you get tired of Netflix or tired of what's that other little thing? You got a Fire Stick and all them subscriptions. Just turn on YouTube and look for Points Blank Travel, Investing with Rod, the Points Blank Experience, or Points Blank Gumbo, and you're going to see your boy. I'm going to be on one of them channels, man. I said when I first started, I wanted to be the Tyler Perry of YouTube. And I ain't never been that dude that run around talking about, I want to be this, and I want to be him, and I want to be, I want to be Rod. But in this case, because I've been watching how he moved, been studying him during my YouTube vacation, I'm not really the Tyler Perry of YouTube. I got 4 or 5 channels. Now, that's fine and dandy, Rob, but now you got to be active. Anyway, jumping on over here. So let's go down here. Chase Freedom Unlimited. No annual fee. Does not cost you $1. City Custom Cash. No annual fee. Chase Freedom Flex. No annual fee. US Bank Cash Plus, no annual fee. Discover Card, no annual fee. Feel like I'm playing spades over here. I only need a couple more cards. Chase Sapphire Preferred Card, which is receiving the least amount of action of them all, $95 annual fee. And here I am, if this was American Express, and if I laid my American Express out, these 6 cards would be, could be $2,000-$3,000 in annual fees. So y'all tell me, which one of them make more sense? This setup I got right here, 0. You know, I ain't no mathematician. I can add and subtract and multiply, divide, and do some percentages because I'm a money guy. But all them algebra, A plus B equals C, I ain't into all that. But I'm going to tell you, the last time I checked in math, even though I ain't no mathematician, 95 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals 95. And if that was the test, I would have got an 8. $95, I have 6 cards. Now, this must be Boulder Tuesday because here come another Boulder. Let's talk about credit card emotions. We're going to call that CCE. And I'm not trying to give it a medical term, but it may be a medical term. I don't know. It is. It is one in football and sports with heavy contact. But we're talking about the credit card. I forgot what the E was for. I guess we ain't going to worry about that. But let's talk about this setup that I have. I have 6 cards, and I did some calculations last night. And I want to give y'all an example. How many people? We got 8 real homies in the crib. And then I'm going to say this, I'm going to get these comments, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a little talk about y'all, what y'all talk about and all that. All right. Let's just say I'm going to Cali, thinking one of these months in the summer. I'm going to Cali. We're going to use round numbers, ladies and gentlemen, round. I don't want to try to make this tricky. I don't like to go over nobody's head. I haven't priced it. I'm just using an example. Oh, that's what the E was for. We got to get rid of credit card emotions. That's what it was for. So, $400 round trip, American. I ain't stopping. I ain't going to Salt Lake City over here and back down to California, which I did that when I flew to Phoenix. I went from Phoenix to Salt Lake City, back down. No, Phoenix to LA and then to Dallas, which I thought I was just joint riding on an airplane. I ain't trying to do that right now. There's too much going on. I don't want to be on there no longer than I got to be. So, American, straight to Cali. Straight to Cali. Both ways. This way is non-stop, and that way is non-stop. $400 round trip. So then I said, well, what if I use my American Airlines points? Let's say I ain't got none right now. Last time I flew with American round trip, similar flight, it was about 36,000 points, which I thought was ridiculous. 36,000 points. Well, again, I ain't no mathematician. But if I'm getting 2 points on my American Airlines cards, American Airlines does not have a transfer partner, so American Express is out the question unless I use the portal, the American Express travel portal. That's usually kind of expensive. So if I just use my American Airlines card, I'm only getting 2 miles for every dollar spent at gas stations. Man, 2 miles. So let's break this down. I'm going to get 2 miles for every dollar, so 36,000 miles divided by 2, because I'm going to get 2 miles for every dollar spent, is 18,000. Really, in order to get 36,000, I would have to spend, and I spent $400 at the max. I'm gonna have $800 worth of miles with American, and that's if I spend $400 to get to 9,000. I ain't no mathematician, but I'm gonna have to spend about $9,000 just to get a 36,000-mile flight. When I can just spend $400, I'll let y'all do the math. Which one make more sense? Right, spending $400 on a card, and then the beauty, the end of this boulder is with Chase. Since they don't have a transfer partner, I'll go to the Chase travel portal, book the flight through them, and because I had a Chase Sapphire Preferred at $95 annual fee card, I get a 25% discount. Last time I checked, $400 flight, 25% discount, 25, 25, 25, 25, so 100, 100, 100, 100. So now this has become a $300 flight. I only take that one flight for the year. My annual fee was $95. I just got $100 in discounts. And actually, I have a $5 effective annual fee, meaning that's what I'm really paying because I just got $100. Actually, I'm -5 because I spent $95 for the car, but I got $100 back using the travel portal. Man, I'm winning. Hashtag winning. With that being said, let me jump in these comments, baby. As y'all can see, man, I'm excited. I wanted to go live last night, man, but I had two choices. Somebody I wanted and needed to talk to, and I'll go live. But obviously I didn't go live, so they tell you which one I chose. Anyway, let me scroll up here. Let me see who up in this thing. I don't see a lot of comment, man. I've been in lives. Ain't been that many people lately. That's another reason. All right, sorry about that. I got to take that glitch out the beginning, man. It just broke my heart. All right, Sean D, what's up, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's happening, man? Hey, Rod, how you doing? I'm good, man. As good as can be. And I'm putting together the content. It won't be on this channel. It'll probably be on my podcast, Point Blank Gumbo. I'll tell y'all how. You got to go over there to learn how. Find out how I came up with that name. But what I'm going to be doing there is trending topics, hot topics, in the life and times of Rod. Point Blank Experience is only going to be interviews going forward. I got attacked by 4 pit bulls, adult pit bulls, and I broke my wrist. That's one of the reasons you haven't seen me as much, because I talk with my hands. I don't know if y'all noticed, and I figured it out because I practice. I was practicing my Easter speech. I practice. And if you don't practice your Easter speech, you're going to get up there and stumble and fumble. But so if I don't practice my movements, y'all going to see this ugly cast, and thank goodness I get to go get it off tomorrow for probably 40 minutes or an hour just to put another one back on for 4 more weeks. And I'm trying to figure out what color I want. That's my life. What color cast do I want? But so, because I don't want the live to turn into a discussion about this. I want the live to be about everybody coming up, everybody traveling for free, everybody earning cash back. So, last live I did, I was like this here. I thought I was like a school cross guard. I was only using one hand. All I needed was a stop sign and a go sign or whatever it said. Slow down or whatever. I was going to go apply for a job with the construction crew. I would tell them I don't know how to build nothing, but I can hold that sign. Stop! Slow, And I said, I can't do this. So I started practicing. Now I'm able to move my hands. And then I realized if I want to get, if I want to teach them how to Dougie, I got to do it with this hand. Because this hand can't go no higher than this. It can. I can reach up here, but to keep it out of the view, I got to be down here moving and grooving. Anyway, y'all. All right, Sean D, what it is, yo. What's up? We got Wild Love to Motivate channel member, also heavily involved with a lot of what I do on the entire Point Blank network. Her and Shelton from Your Favorite Couple. Welcome in, everyone. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We appreciate you stopping by. We sure do. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I bet you're going to learn something. But I will advise you to bring a number 2 pencil in case you make a mistake and a notebook. Because I'm gonna say something that you ain't gonna remember, and you're gonna have to go back and rewatch my video or the live stream just to figure out. But if you just jot it down, you're in the easy, baby. And we got channel member David in the house. David been with me a long time since I first started. Pretty much was able to have memberships. Hey Rod, how you? What's up? I'm good. Devin, how you doing, man? What you got going on? Devin, you got any credit limit increases? You flying first class? You going down to North Carolina? What you got going on, buddy? And Wild Loves to Motivate. Good evening. All right. Well, it ain't that many comments. Hey, Devin, and welcome in, says Waalet. But we got my man Mojo been rocking with me for a long time. Post play travel. Hope all has been well, sir. Well, other than arguing with the post lady today, the post lady or whatever, the lady that delivered the mail, and being attacked by some pit bulls, and could have been worse. So I'm thankful for that. I didn't get bit, and it was for them. And me being a military veteran that I am, I had to use some of my combative skills to defeat. And I got my neighbor got it on her video cam, Ring or whatever that thing called. I just got to go get it. I have been traumatized. I was traumatized. Every time I heard the wind blowing, the wind been high in Texas, and I heard the leaves crackling, I thought it was the same little pitty pat footsteps I was hearing prior to getting attacked. So y'all just pray for your boy, man, for real. And then later today gonna tell me I need to move my trash cans because she can't deliver my mail, but the mail is beside the trash can. She was just mad because she said she couldn't back up. I got to investigate this, and that's going to be a whole live stream on Point Blank Gumbo. I'm going to investigate it, though. What up, J.R. Hill? Been rocking with me since I first started. While other motivate celebrate 16 months of membership. That's what I'm talking about, boy. I love the love. Then Devin celebrating 43 months of memberships. I knew it. I hadn't got there yet. I recently got 7 CLIs, and you're going to see acronyms on here. You may not know what they mean. That's going to be the reason to have your number 2 pencil in your notebook. CLI is credit limit increase. And Devin recently got 7 of them. Boy, Devin got to have more credit limit increases in the last month. Got one on my Discover card, APR lowered 2%. So you got a credit limit increase and the APR lowered 2%, or just the APR lowered 2%, because I don't want people confused that a credit limit increase means they're going to lower your APR, because it does not. It's exactly what it means is when they're going to increase your credit limit. My Experian FICO score went up 50 points. And my Vantage scores, on Credit Karma went up about 75 points. Man, hold up, man. I think I got something for you. I've been forgetting this here stuff, man. Let me see something. Hold on, Devin, man. I've been forgetting it because I went back to my old software, and I be forgetting, man. Let me see, Devin. I might have something for you. Hold on. Good job, Devin. Good job. And since I'm here, y'all, this gonna take like 2 seconds. And for all the channel members, just act like you ain't gonna hear the new part. But if you want to become a new channel member, you will hear this. New channel member. And that's my boy Thurston. Let me know as he's in the house. And in case you didn't know, there's a little thing down there, the dollar sign. If you got something, if you learned something, and you just simply having a good time and want to support the channel, I am taking super chats down below. The little dollar sign, you click that, you 99 cents. Everything is appreciated. And I want to make sure that it is working. Super chat. Yep, it's working. Oh, boy, we ready. And now let's talk about channel memberships before I get back in these comments, because I want to touch the people that are in here. Channel memberships. Tonight, no later than tomorrow, I will be changing the Points Blank Travel channel memberships. There is a Points Blank Travel Patreon membership that I typically put more information over there. I'm going to scale back some of the info I'm putting on Patreon. I'm going to put it on my community tab, but it's going to be for members only. But I'm going to decrease. When was the last time we heard these two words put together? Decrease and money. We've heard increase in money because of inflation. Everything been going up. Eggs, $25 a dozen. They flying eggs in from somewhere over there. Bottle of juice is $25, man. You got to suck it with one of them little bitty straws that you be at the bar. Make sure you don't get a lot so you can savor the flavor since you're spending $25. But decreasing the price, membership, I'm going to try. I think the lowest one now is maybe $3. I'm going to try to get it to $1 or $2. I'm going to decrease the price. And if you get in, it's never going to go up, and you're going to get all the perks that the $10. Oh, no. I don't know. Let me rethink this. on the channel memberships. I might just do this on the Patreon. But somewhere you're gonna be getting some information, man. And I'm deals, travel deals, specials, all kind of stuff. How to get extra stuff. All right, back to the comment, man. We got 13 real homies in here, man. I'm happy, man. I'm so happy. Uh-oh. I just happened to click this little button and then I saw this here and I want to thank Why Loves to Motivate for that $2. Hold up, man. You see that my button is working. Super chat. I want to thank you, Why Loves to Motivate. I guess I got it figured out. Thank you so much. Bless you. All right, let me get back where I was. YouTube experiment, man. I was in Joe Barreto's live. I saw you put your picture up here, man. I like that profile picture, bro. I love when you come in because you're always dropping them boulders, man. You be knowing this info, bro. What's going on, man? They talking about American Express about to raise the limit on the platinum card to $9.95. And I ain't talking about $9.95. I'm talking about $995. It's $695 now. I just look at it. Sometimes I pull it out and feel it because I never thought I'd have one because my credit was bad, but I don't want one that bad. I think because I'm going to get me a frame, man. I'm going to go to Ross and get me a picture frame. No, I think I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby, get one of them boards. And Why Loves to Motivate is a arts and crafts person. And I'm just going to put the cards on the wall and I can look at them and think about them. But $995 a year, I don't need it in my wallet. It's going to be on the wall for free. Which one made more sense, the wall for free or in my wallet for $995? They be pissing me off too. $995. Why don't you just say $1,000? You go to the store, they make you, it's all psychological, people. I'm telling you. You go to the store, it's two places that irritate me. First of all the stores across the board, they use 99. Then, well, it's three things. $2.99 for a honey bun. Why don't you just say $3? You ain't making me feel better because I'm getting a penny. People throwing away pennies. Then when you go to the gas station and they have the gas is $3.39.9, but that 0.9 be real little, man. But that $3.39 be big as the building. Unless it's high. $3.39, and look up there the next how you go. There's gonna be a little bitty 9. It's going to be a little bitty 9 over there. But see, I'm telling y'all, I be paying attention to stuff. That's why I got this podcast. I be paying attention to stuff other than 4 pit bulls running down the street. I be paying attention to stuff that the average consumer don't be looking at. So, it all actually, that gas ain't $3.39 a gallon. That gas is $3.40 a gallon. It costs $3.39. And with that little bitty 9, it's really $3.40. Man, I can't stand it because they ripping us off, y'all. And I don't go in there and say, hey, I want my gas to be $3.39. I don't want it to be $3.39, but I don't do that. I just pay it like everybody else, which is going to get me to something else. Man, y'all getting a full-fledged what's in my wallet and what's on my mind video tonight. And I'm still going to keep this an hour or less. I want y'all to think about, man, everybody talking about inflation. Everybody talking about inflation. Now, I ain't going to say what rules the world because I don't live in the world. I live in the world. But I'm going to say what happens in the United States. They're going to keep on raising prices. People, let me give this, whatever we want to call it. There ain't no epiphany. It's reality. They're going to keep raising prices. They're going to keep raising annual fees. They're going to keep raising gases. They're going to keep raising eggs, talking about the birds got the flu. And next they go, then the cows had some kind of disease. And then you can't get a quarter pounder at McDonald's because they done came up with some other. How in the world? I guess the mother bird had the bird flu and then gave it to the baby. Okay, anyway. But we still buying eggs, and then they just slid this over y'all, man. Pay attention. I watch Netflix. I watch Pluto TV and the freebies and all. I watch all that. But take 30 minutes out your day. When you go to this little thing here, instead of hitting the YouTube app or the Facebook app or the PBT app, hit the what the hell is going on in the world app. Seriously. Because They done moved this inflation at the grocery store. Now what do they do with eggs? You pay $7. I'm gonna get realistic. I ain't talking. You pay $7 for a dozen of eggs. Then you cook them at home, but then you and your girlfriend, you and your homeboy, you and your boyfriend, or whatever, going out to Denny's to get some eggs. You get the grand slam or whatever they call that thing. I ain't been to Denny's in a while. And then they charge 50 cents an egg. So not only did you pay for $7 at the eggs that you got at the crib that you didn't want to cook today, so you treating yourself, but you paid 50 cents for some eggs that you already paid for. And people still going. But I bet if don't nobody go to Denny's for a while, or IHOP for a while, they gonna say, this wasn't happening before we start charging people for eggs. We ain't doing that no more. Or, hey, the annual fee just went up on the platinum card. I remember when it was $450 to $550. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna pay that. Nah, then it went to $6.95. Now they talking about $9.95 because we keep on paying it. Hobby Lobby, baby. I'm going to Hobby Lobby. I'm having them on the wall. I'm telling you, man, you see this stuff, don't go to this store, don't go to that store for this reason, that reason. And the reason we ain't going, we just heard of 2 months, 3 months ago. Most of us, there's very few people that heard of DEI 2 years ago. And now everybody up in arms. And everybody want to boycott this and boycott that and boycott this one. So how about we boycott the stores that's raising the prices? If don't nobody go to this store, I ain't naming no stores because I got I'm invested in a lot of stores. But if don't nobody go to this store, I mean like nobody, except the person that don't watch TV and don't know what we're doing. And I ain't telling y'all to do it, I'm just saying, but if this is how to solve, if don't nobody go, okay, which one is better? Boulder alert, which one is better? A little bit of money or no money? I'd rather have a whole lot of, I'd rather have a little bit of something than a whole lot of nothing. So they gonna have to drop the prices. This ain't gonna happen, I'm just telling you how we can fix it. But everybody, I remember, man, I'm gonna tell you, this, then I'm going back to the next comment. I remember when cigarettes was $1.10 a pack. I used to go to the store for my mom and my grandma. Matter of fact, I remember when they was 85 cents, then when they went over $1, it was everybody was in a frenzy, inflation. In the Great Depression, they done raised the cigarettes from 85 cents to $1.10. Anyway, man, a pack of cigarettes is like $8 now and then. I heard this so many times. When they get to $3, man, I'm going to quit. When they get to $5, I'm going to quit. When they get to $8, man, they get to $10. Then they had to start increasing the ante because they kept going up. Oh, man, when they get to $25, dog, I got to let these go. $25 a pack. But they saw if we can keep doing it and they going to keep doing it, we going to keep doing it. I'm in the wrong line. I still need to keep you trying to give me a business, man. And one of the last little thing, man, I found out from when I had a vending business years ago. And being in the military, stuck out to sea for 45 days on a ship. And being at a car dealership for 9-10 hours a day. I thought about how many times I went to the vending machine and bought stuff because I was bored. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't trying to satisfy a hunger craving. I was bored. Then I learned, because, I'm probably 75% educated and 25% hood. It could be 60-40, I don't know. I'm going to think about that tonight. But the hood side of me said, I'm going to try something. And do y'all know, I forgot the year. We was in the 90s. I had a vending machine in a Wells Fargo in San Diego. A city in San Diego. Do y'all know I put ramen noodles, not the cups, but them little packs, them little square packs. I put ramen noodles in that joint and sold them things for $2.50. $2.50 a pack. Now, the board people wasn't getting them, but I'm going to tell you who I got. Now, I was paying 12 cents each pack, and I was charging $2.50. But I was catching the people that forgot their lunch. I was catching the people that all of a sudden got hungry. I was catching the people that was asked, can you work 2 extra hours? Now they gonna miss dinner. They just want something to hold them over. And I was raking it up. Ghetto Rod selling ramen noodles in a vending machine in the 4th, 5th largest bank in the world. And I love to walk in there with my Crown Royal bag and put all the change in there. Boy, I was ghetto all the way. Anyway, y'all, this was like 95. Man, I was a little young whippersnapper, 25, 26. All right, man. Woo-wee, boy, I can't wait till I get this pot. I can't go. 5%, wow, yeah, 5%, why love. Cruz Bolero, what's going on? I spoke to you, how you doing? Cruz Bolero, showing love to why love. I'm going to skip some of the hellos just because I'm doing the time. Please keep speaking to each other, though. I love it. Love to love. Hey, welcome, everyone. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, I love speaking Cruz Bolero. I'll just say it. I won't pull it up. That'll still say that. We got Angie Baby in here. Hey, what's going on, Angie Baby? I think this may be your first time in a PBT Live. I know we follow each other on, I think, Instagram. Or Facebook. I know we follow each other some one of them. I mean, too many platforms. Another thing I noticed too, but I ain't getting no more stories till I get through these comments. Peace of bed. What's up, Mufasa? Man, seeing you in a minute either. I love knowing your feet card. Yeah, that's what we were going to talk about. Credit card emotions. Ask me if you've ever experienced this. Put a 1 in the chat. I usually don't do this because I don't be want to skip through all them ones, but this is a good one. How many of y'all? Now I can't put nothing in the chat on this software, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm a 1 before I even say it. How many of y'all have ever called? I'm talking about mostly back in the day, in your younger days, your younger professional days, or whatever you do. It's your profession. It's your profession, and you call to get a credit limit increased. Because they got you at a $500 or $1,000 credit limit. And they tell you no. You've had the car 6 months. You paid it on time. You haven't missed a payment. You haven't got close to your limit. You're doing everything right. Everything that Points Blank Travel told you. And they won't give you a credit limit increase. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get mad at that credit card company. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the second step. You can get mad all you want. But then on the second step, we'll take a card and get some scissors, start cutting it up. I'll call them, cancel my account. That could be the first thing. Just cancel. You don't want to give me no increase, just cancel my account. I'm going to tell you what you just did, man. I'm going to tell you what you just did. A couple things you could have just did. First of all, you just decreased your credit score. And let's talk about how. You decreased your credit score because you told them to cancel an account that had a credit limit. And in case y'all don't know, there's this thing that's called... it's a percentage. It's like your debt, how much you owe to how many credit limits. All the debt divided by all the credit limits. Utilization ratio. Experts say you want at 30% or less. Rod say 10% or less. But if you just got rid of $1,000 of your limit, yet you still got an $800 balance, but you just told them to cancel it, you're still going to pay the balance. And your credit score is going to go down. Not a lot, but it's going to go down. Then, the time that you've had that card, I use a 6-month scenario, but let's say you've had this card 5 years. You're even madder now because you've had it for 5 years and they still won't give you an increase. And you cancel it, you just knocked 5 years off your AAOA, which is your average age of accounts, which is part of your credit score. Part of the percentage. I want to say it's 15% or 10%. So don't get emotional with your credit card because what is this card right here? I'm trying to find one that don't have my name so I have to do that much cover it up. What is this card costing me to have? Nothing. What is this card costing me to have? Nothing. What am I hurting by keeping the card just in case it's 2025, just in case in 2027 I decide I ain't mad at them no more because I need the card. I got to go buy something. It's better to have it and not need it or not want to use it because you're mad than to need it or decide you want to use it and not have it. I didn't make that up. Somebody else did. Some smart person. I'm just repeating what I heard. All right, moving along. And we got YouTube experiments. Hi, Rob, what's going on? Controversial Cruiser, Liz and Chris, what's going on? How y'all? I'm tripping. Scott, what's going on, man? What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? I'm over here thinking about Carnival Cruise eggs. And please hit that like button, both CLIs and a lower APR. Okay, both. So with Devin mentioned that he got the CLI and a lower APR. And Why Love to Motivate received a $15,000 credit limit increase. When she sent me that, man, I didn't even know how to respond. I ain't even have a response because it ain't never happened to me. I ain't never been that blessed. That is a heck of a credit limit increase. $15,000. I was in disbelief. See what she said? She was in disbelief. That's not typical. That's not normal. But I will tell you, man, she got a good credit score. I mean, you don't get $15,000 credit increases if your credit's 500, 600. And I've been there, so I'm not dissing nobody. I started out with a 547. Might be a 547 now. I don't know. All right. And YouTube said no, it's going up to around 850 to 900. Okay, I saw you say that in that thing, and somebody else started saying 995 in a few years though, when they raise it again 995. Okay, thank you, YouTube Experiment. Gotcha. I saw you say that in Joe's live, but then I saw somebody say 995. And YouTube Experiment, that's insane. No, thank you. And YouTube Experiment told Why Love. For the SUB, which is sign up bonus in year 1, it's worth it. After that, no. I'm starting with green now. The next goal. Yeah. We got Lisa J, stocks content creator. Hey, Lisa, man, I got a little catching up to do. I have watched a couple things. I didn't get a chance to comment because I was on my TV and you can't type. And I think I was charging my phone, but I saw the SCHD reconstruction that you did today. I can't wait to watch that one. There was another one that I can't wait to watch it. I can sit up there and watch those videos. But if you want to learn about stocks, exchange traded funds, and crypto, check out Lisa J Stocks. I have a channel investing with Rod that's talking about that. But I tell everybody, I can't. Probably 5 that I can't remember their names, but I'm subscribed, so they just pop up. And you got Lisa, you got Keenan, you got Larry, you got Chris. That's 9, 10 different people that I watch their content, and they're all talking about the same thing, but they have different perspectives, and they're all reaching the same place. And man, and I'm telling you, Lisa's portfolio is very impressive. So definitely check her out. Why Loves is congratulating. Saw you on Joe's live earlier. Yeah, Lisa be everywhere. Free 99. You know that's one of my favorite sayings right there. Lisa said, hey, with the emoji. Thanks to Devin. And have a good night. And y'all, that is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me see how long we've been here. Did I keep that at an hour? 59 minutes and 43 seconds. 13 real homies, man. Let me. So let's recap this, man. There are a lot of credit cards out there that you can get that won't cost you anything, and you can get some good. I'm 5% across all 3 big dogs, and really ain't rocking less than 3%, other than crazy places that they don't fall in no category. That's when I'm using my Freedom Unlimited, get 1.5%. But for those of you that don't know, if you put all this together, you know. Lisa J. Stocks is getting that extensive knowledge about points and miles. She's already investing. I like to call her expert. You start putting the points and miles and cash back and put it with the stocks and investing, and then put it with other stuff. You'd be surprised at things you can do. And it don't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire or gazillionaire. It don't have to be that, but the things you can do to enjoy life. Yes, you want to prepare for retirement. Yes, you want to look out for your offspring. Your offspring may be a niece or nephew. Maybe a stepson or stepdaughter. I don't even like using that word. step. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, man, if you make the right moves, you can enjoy life. Hey, I know some people, including myself, I've never considered myself rich. I've never been rich, but I've enjoyed life. I've enjoyed life, man, and that's what we have to do. We have to enjoy life, and I'm gonna jump back in these comments. Hey, you're more than welcome, Lisa. But in case y'all didn't see, I think the last live I did, no, I was live before that. I'm doing a series, and I'm probably only gonna do it on my other channel, Investing with Rod. Last time I did it on the podcast, Investing with Rod and Points Money Travel, all three channels at the same time. I don't really want to do that because I kind of want people in one place. But I'm talking about how to save thousands on a car. I have a whole series, but I don't want to just get up here and just from the dome. But I want this to be thought out, and I want to make sure you guys save thousands. For those of you who don't know, I vowed to purchase my next vehicle with stocks and crypto, and I did. But I was pleased, and you may want to write this down somewhere. I was pleased, but I wasn't satisfied. Yeah, I bought the car. I did what I said. I said I was going to get the car with stocks and crypto, so I'm pleased, but I wasn't satisfied. What else can I get that's going to benefit Rod? I ain't trying to benefit the dealership. They ain't trying to benefit me. Well, guess where I worked? I worked at a car dealership for 10 years. I went from selling to sales director. Only person hired than me was the general manager and the owner. So yes, I know how to negotiate. I walked out pre-owned. I haven't bought a new car since '94, and that's going to be part of this series. But I walked out with a Genesis G80 for less than $22,000. Let that marinate like a slab of ribs. With that being said, I'm going to look at these comments, read them. We're going to get out of here, man. But I don't care about being rich no more. I want to be comfortable. My CLIs were for $5,000 on my USAA, which was automatic. All right, got $5,000. Sam's Club business card, great card. Venmo, Visa, good card. $3K on my Chrysler card. $2K on my Discover It, great card. $1.5K on my Community Bread Rewards. Yeah, you told me what that was. I thought it was something to do with some bread, but it's something else. All right, thank you, JR Hill said. How you was here most of the time. You gonna catch the replay? Well, hey, please do, man. Watch it 3 times. And 500 on my Discover Miles card. Again, congratulations, my brother, and also congratulations to Why Loves to Motivate on that credit limit increase. And we got Sig the Cruiser. If you want to learn about solo cruising, definitely check out Sig the Solo Crew. I'm sorry, I had to check a text because somebody was telling me it's kind of blurry, and I can see it here, but up here it doesn't look it. So it's anyway. Definitely check out Sig, and I forgot what the S is, but I know it's introvert and gluten free. But I forgot what the S means. But she is an expert on solo travel. So if you don't have anyone to travel with, or you just plan on taking a cruise by yourself and want to get some great ideas, definitely check out Sig. And Sig says she's going to catch the replay. Hey, Points Blank Travel, how you doing, my sister? How you doing? Okay, Mojo says I closed out 10 credit cards and was able to reduce my overall available credit down 100,000. I kept cards that had limits above 20,000 and longer age accounts. Maybe Spring Cleaning, Laugh Out Loud, or Midlife Crisis. No, it's kind of maybe Midlife Smart, y'all. I'm gonna do something real quick because I want to try to focus this thing. Real, it ain't gonna take but a half a second here. Let me just do that. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bear with me here just a half of a second here. All right, we'll see if that make a difference. If not, man, I won't be on here much longer anyway. The damage is done. All right, Mojo. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a midlife crisis, man. I'd call it maybe a good move, man. And a lot of times people don't do spring cleaning with their finances. Uh, I also I also didn't have the ability to lock them for managing risk as well, and just feel like the juice wasn't worth the squeeze anymore. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If it's not worth the squeeze, and you've looked at it and looked at it a couple times, and hey, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. A lot of times we don't want to part ways with things, our cars or vehicles or homes or something that no longer financially benefit us, and we may have to be, hey, it looked a little clearer, man. Man, why love sent me that an hour ago? I wish I'd have looked at that phone then, because now it looks like I got it. Well, at least here it looks clear. Dang. Anyway, my scores went up a lot because I paid off a full balance of $6,500 on my mom's Sam's Club MasterCard, which maxed out, and authorized to use their AU by balance transfer. I was on a couple other cards. Okay, now one thing, I want to point this out. Two things that Devin did with that move. Two great things. Number one, he paid off a credit card that's going to increase his credit because he paid out $6,500 worth of debt. That's significant. And he was also over the credit utilization of the card because he said it was maxed out. So he decreased the debt, which increases the credit utilization, which will increase the credit score, and he increased the credit limit. Therefore, that's going to increase the credit score. Smart move, man. And if it was blurred earlier, man, if y'all see something like that in my life, you're not going to hurt my feelings. Please tell me. And for some reason, ever since I moved into this studio and from my other area I was recording in, this camera, I don't even move this tripod. And every time I do something, it's a different look. All right, y'all. So, hey, man, what we got coming up? We got some videos. It's definitely 2 cards. I want to do in depth, either a video or live, in depth on the U.S. Bank Cash Plus card, and I plan to do it in depth video or live on the Discover It Chrome card, not the Discovery It, not the card I have. It's another one. I've done a lot on City Custom Cash. I've done a lot on Freedom Flex. I may do a refresh of a Freedom Unlimited. I think it was in there too. So a lot of content coming. Please, man, check out the PBT channel memberships. I am putting deals over there. Also, my other one, Investing with Rod. I'm not doing memberships there, but I do have a Patreon for both Points Blank Travel and Investing with Rod. Also start back checking my descriptions. I'm going to put some of my links in there for different credit cards where you may get a better offer using my link than the public link. So it's a lot of stuff, man, that we want to get out there and just look out for the people, man. And Points Blank Travel was really good seeing you again, sir. Sending blessings of health. Thank you, sir. And prosperity. You appreciate you always. Take care. Back to dad, do this. Talk to you soon. Yep, I'm out of here too, man. And with that being said, y'all, United retreated their cards, refreshed their cards recently, and put the annual fees like the Delta cards. Yeah, I saw that in Joe's live as well. So I'll probably get online tonight and look at some credit card news. And with that being said, man, I got one more. I want to take the time to thank Why Loves to Motivate for that $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It really means a lot. And one more thing here. Super chat. Thank you for that $2 super chat. And thank you for all the viewers. Thank you for the subscribers. Thank you to the people that are thinking about subscribing but haven't jumped that bridge yet. I want to thank all the people that commented. I want to thank the people that were in the bushes that didn't comment. Maybe you're not ready, or maybe you just like to sit back and learn, and you'll comment one day. Just appreciate you, and for that I want to thank everybody that was here. And with that being said, we about to roll, y'all. Hope you have a blessed and prosperous rest of your week. We coming, man. We never left. We're here. We ain't gotta say we back. We here, and y'all about to see it. With that being said, man, I ain't got nothing but love for y'all. And as I end each and every video, I'm not gonna do it normally how I do it because I only have one hand. But yeah, I can shoot for the moon. If you don't make it, you'll be amongst the stars. I will be coming at you soon, dropping more heat, dropping more fire, dropping more knowledge, but more importantly, showing you how to travel around the world or around the country for little or no money out of your pocket. Hope you have a good one. Peace, baby. I'll holler at y'all. Much love. Sorry about that, y'all. It's just a little glitch going on over here, man. Much love, y'all. Much love.